thinking about it. Yeah.
Six hours later.
Alright, I have no idea how this is going to turn out, but it is currently 11:30 at night on a Monday, and we are tearing apart all the oil coolers in this car. So I don't know which order I'm going to post it, but we just replaced this engine, and come to find out from the engine builder, if it spun a bearing, we need to do all the oil coolers. And not only do we need to take out the oil coolers, but I guess we have to send them out to get them sonically cleaned. So there are 3 oil coolers on this car and a transmission cooler. Transmission cooler should be fine. I'm leaving that one alone. But if you ever have a car with an external oil pump like this one's a daily engineering, and you want to change your oil really fast, because what's really weird is this engine, if you look, has no fill. There's no fill on this engine because it's a dry sump. It all goes into that tank back there, and to drain it, you pull a bolt on the bottom of that tank, and you only get what's in the tank. You don't get anything in the lines. You don't get nothing. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my drill, spin that pump over, and see what happens. So let's see if we can find a spot for you. Yeah, screw it, we'll just hold you. All right, and I've taken the actual filter off. So the filter goes right there. All right. Ah, look at that. Nice steady stream out of the filter housing. And this pump is insane. I mean, you can see it's not turning very fast at all. Just the amount of oil that comes out of this pump. So this car runs at, I want to say 70 PSI of oil pressure. We replaced the old engine because it lost oil pressure, but after we put this engine in and started it, bad on us for not cleaning the lines and everything first. So shit happens. It ran for about 5 minutes. Live and learn. Could be an expensive mistake, but we'll find out. But just quick update. This is how I am getting all the oil out of these coolers. Just pump it out. All right, so I have to replace the 3 coolers. Figured I'd at least show you where they are, because this is going to be awesome. So we have a cooler up top above the radiator. That is an engine oil cooler. I have to pull the radiator because there is an oil cooler right here on the side. That one's going to be fun. This is probably going to be the easiest one. Mounted right on the back right here. Just 2 lines. I'm hoping just the 4 bolts, that pops right off. That's probably going to be the first one I go after, and then I'll tackle these 2. Yeah, it's exactly 11:30 at night. So yep, 11:30. Yay. So let's see, where do I stick you guys? So in case you were wondering, this is kind of what the channel is going to. So my boss, very good friend of mine, ended up buying this car, and it's going to be a very steep learning curve. This is a class 1 car designed to race in Best in the Desert and Score, and I believe this car has won just about every race out there. It is an old car. I want to say it was built 2008, 2009-ish. The guy who built it, Krager, makes some very awesome cars. Can be a little bit difficult to get along with, but he builds some really nice cars. Yeah, well, we'll see how it goes. Stick you up. See if we can't watch me do something stupid. Yeah, I don't know if you can even see me. Let's see. I have no idea. But that's the one I'm going after. Sure. All right, one down. That one was not bad at all. So we'll get this drained and sent off. Yay. All right, so I don't know how many of you guys know about race cars and stuff like that, but they're basically held together with zip ties and Zeus nuts. Yes, Zeus nuts. Now that I say it on camera, it actually sounds pretty funny. But a Zeus nut, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right or not. It's spelled D-Z-E-U-S or D-Z-U-S, something like that. And they take a special screwdriver. And it looks like a flathead, just a lot wider. And you can see, yeah, they're gonna go into these tabs right here. The whole, I mean, there's hundreds of them. I just barely bought a whole bunch for my car, and I haven't even put the panels on my car yet. It just holds these shields, and all they are is quick quarter turn. Yeah, they're not even half turn, they're just quarter turn. So, and they will prop up. So gotta take all those panels off to get to the radiator. Yeah. Oh, and if anybody wants to look up the history on this car, I believe it was numbered 189 in Score. That's in New Mexico, the Bajas and stuff like that. And I know for a fact it has won the Baja 1000. I just have no idea what year. And if you look up in Best in the Desert, I believe its number was 1589. Yeah, 189 and 1589. And it's, the name of it was Hanson Helicopters. And I know that they've won the Mint. Like I said, I have no idea what years, but I know that this car itself has won the Mint 400. It's won the Parker 425, the Baja 1000, Baja 500 a long time ago. And I believe it's actually won the Best in the Desert series, but I'm not sure on that one. But I know it's won a lot. And Vegas to Reno, it just won Vegas to Reno maybe, I want to say 4 years ago. So it is an old car, but it is still a very, very fast car. Because that Vegas to Reno is like a 600-mile race. And it's kind of nuts how old cars... And that's kind of the reason we go with these. We started out racing Razors and UTVs, and it just got really expensive. Obviously, this is an expensive hobby. But if you buy a Razor for 30 grand and then make it race ready, you're in that Razor almost 60 grand. Here's the problem with that. If you want to stay competitive, they come out with a new Razor every year. So they up the horsepower on, like when we first started, we got the Razor 1000. just base Razor 1002 seat, and it was fast. That was back in 2014, I think. Then 2015, we bought the Desert Edition to keep up with the suspension and stuff like that. And then 2016, guess what? They come out with a turbo. So now you have to buy a turbo Razor to keep up. And then, so you're in another, so in 3 years, you spend 60, 120, 180 grand. This is looking pretty cheap now. So that's why we've kind of done this. Cause like I said, this car is still very, very competitive. And it's pushing 12 years old, 12, 13 years old. If it was built in 2008 and it's 2021, yeah, 13 years old. So, and I could be wrong on the year, but I know it's old. I know it's older than 2010. So, well, I'll get back to it. And in case you're wondering why I am here so late, we have a race in 2 weeks. So we have to get all the coolers out, sent out to get cleaned, put back in. Well, they said it'd take 2 or 3 days to clean them. I'm hoping on the 2. I'm hoping I get them back by Thursday. Yeah. And then once we get the coolers back in, hopefully I can get them in Friday. Then we have to drive to Vegas to meet the engine builder on Monday to dyno the engine. Make sure it's ready to go and not gonna blow up on us. So, because it is a brand new engine, they like to check the tune every time you put it in. Can't wait to see how much that costs. Yep. About how the night's been going.
16 paranoia-filled days later.